Hey guys, Adrienne Green here, and today I wanted to talk about Chattanooga versus California as an introduction to Chattanooga for Californians. And this is the latest in my Moving Monday series because Chattanooga is an amazing place and people are moving here from all over the country, and a lot of people are moving from California. So if you are a Californian and you're thinking about moving to Chattanooga, or about investing in the Chattanooga market, I'm going to go through a few tips here to kind of show you what the differences are so that you can get aware of what it's like in Chattanooga. And as a little bit of an introduction, I am actually a California native. I lived in Southern California and I have spent time traveling all over the state of California. I have lived in California for about 15 years total of my life, so I think I'm pretty familiar with California and what it's like. Now, I will give a disclaimer that, of course, we are painting in broad strokes here with the entire state of California, which is huge, and the entire Chattanooga area. Obviously, there are going to be exceptions to any rule. I'm speaking to the region and the cultures as a whole, not every single person in the area. Now, comparing Chattanooga and California, I'm going to look at these main categories here of house style, cost of living, traffic, sports, and culture. So those are the main 5 things I'm going to take a look at here today to kind of give you a flavor of what it's like in Chattanooga if you're coming from a California mindset or culture. And also remember, Moving Monday series here, so please click around if you're thinking of moving to Chattanooga. I am doing a new video every Monday, so make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more about moving to the Chattanooga area. So first, house style. Generally, there are a lot of similarities between the house styles we'll see in California and the house styles you'll see in Chattanooga. There's a lot of mid-century modern, a lot of ranch styles in both places. One notable difference is that we really don't have any Spanish style houses in the Chattanooga area like you do in California. That's one thing that is different. And then cost of living differences. I've had some California clients who are moving to Chattanooga ask about this. And the big picture, according to bestplaces.net, Chattanooga's overall cost of living is an 83.8 on their scale versus California is 149.9. Again, 83.8. 149.9, almost double, okay? Couple specifics, Chattanooga's median house purchase price was $325,000 in 2020, and California's April 2021 median purchase price was $813,980, and that's data that has been pulled from the MLS for both places. So 325, 813, 980. Tennessee also has no state income tax. California has a state income tax that's a graduated system, and the top tier is at 12.3%. In terms of sales tax, Chattanooga is 9.25% sales tax. That is a combination of the state's 7% sales tax and the county's 2.25% sales tax. California has a state sales tax of 7.25%, so that's a little bit higher than Tennessee's state sales tax. And each district can add up to 1 percentage point, and an area can have more than one district tax apply. So, we can't do a total comparison there between sales taxes because sales taxes differ over the California area, but it seems like overall it would be in the same ballpark. Now, traffic, and this is something that I have to explain to a lot of Californians when they're looking at a map of Chattanooga. You can get anywhere in the Chattanooga area in 25 minutes or less, 99% of the time, okay? So when you're looking at a map and you're like, oh, East Brainerd, way down on the southeast corner to Signal Mountain, oh, that's gotta be like an hour, 2 hours drive, right? One corner to the other, if it's like the LA Valley area or something. Nope, not at all the same, all right? East Brainerd to Signal would probably be over that 25-minute rule because it is really from one corner all the way to the other. But most of the places in Chattanooga, you can get to anywhere else in 25 minutes or less. And the culture here really is, if you're going to drive over a half an hour, you're starting to feel like, oh, wow, that's a long drive, okay? Also, drivers here are nicer, at least than they are in the Los Angeles area. I know when I lived in LA, you didn't use a turn signal because if you did, you were telling the people you were going over to another lane and they would just speed up and not let you in. That doesn't happen here. People use turn signals, and that allows other people to make sure that they let them in, when you're changing lanes like it's supposed to work. All right. Sports. Now, obviously, a lot of Californians are really into sports, and a lot of Chattanoogans are really into sports. Be aware if you're moving to the Chattanooga area, the SEC is huge here for college football. There are fans of multiple SEC teams. We got Alabama fans, we got UT fans, and then we have a lot of Georgia fans as well. A lot of people have moved to Chattanooga from like the greater Atlanta area. There's a lot of UGA alums, so that's something to keep in mind for college football. And the Braves is the most popular baseball team in the area. So those are a couple things. Now we have a minor league Chattanooga Lookouts that people do go to for fun. There's also a couple football club teams here, but a lot of people are fans of like Atlanta Braves, and they'll go down to Atlanta for those games. Some people do the same for like Hawks games down in Atlanta, so keep that in mind. And then into culture. Now, I would say Chattanooga is an interesting mix of people who are very health conscious and remind me of Californians, and those who may be more old school Southern, like drinking your sweet tea and soda, eating kind of unhealthy foods that might be traditionally popular in the area. And I think the best example of this dichotomy is, so McKee Foods is based here, and they have a factory here, and they make things like Little Debbie's, okay? Think of Little Debbie's, right? And they sponsor the Chattanooga Ironman race that's held here every year. So here we have Chattanooga's health and food culture in a nutshell. We have the maker of Little Debbie's sponsoring one of the most grueling triathlons that exists. That's what we got here, right? So, if you are one of these health conscious Californians looking to move here, keep in mind that we have a ton of hiking and outdoor activities to do here. Chattanooga is in the middle of so many natural areas that, 5 minutes from my house, we have Stringer's Ridge, which is a natural area with hiking, but within an hour, there's multiple state parks, both in Georgia and Tennessee, that you could enjoy hiking in the outdoors. We also have Lake Chickamauga and the Tennessee River and the outdoor water activities there. So if you are one of those healthy Californians, you will feel comfortable here, and there will be a ton for you to do. And there's a ton of races and triathlons in the Chattanooga area as well. One other cultural difference that I wanted to mention is that Chattanoogans have a very independent mindset overall. All right, they're very into individual rights and limited government. And the best example I would give for you is that, I know living in California, you really couldn't set off fireworks on the 4th of July, right? You would go watch big fireworks displays. People did not do it on their own. Fireworks were not legal, things like that. Here in Chattanooga, in the city of Chattanooga, fireworks are legal over the 4th of July weekend. So they have a few days over 4th of July where they say, oh, set up fireworks, be my guest, okay? And everybody does it. Like, it's crazy from my front porch how many fireworks, like backyard fireworks, we could see and hear. And to give you a specific example, even my kid's pediatrician was going to set off fireworks with her neighbors. And at least my experience when I lived in California is you would not find a physician who'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go set off fireworks on 4th of July in my street in front of my house with my neighbors. That's not a California culture thing, right? But it is very common in the culture here in Chattanooga, and I think that it exemplifies the importance of the individuality, individual rights, faith in someone's individual abilities, okay? So that's kind of all the highlights I had for you today. That's a lot. House style, cost of living, traffic, sports, culture, and I hope that helps you if you're a Californian looking to move to Chattanooga or invest in Chattanooga. If you'd like to learn more or want to specifically look at houses here, all my contact information is below. Please reach out. I'd be happy to set up a consultation with you and go from there. Thank you so much for your time today. Adrienne Green here, and I hope you have a great day.